Hi everyone, it's Becky. Today we're going to learn how to work towards hooping on our foot. So for this one, it's a beginner to intermediate hoop tutorial. With this one, I'd suggest a lighter hoop, so no weighted hoops because we want to protect the feet, minimise bruising. I'd suggest bare feet for this one, just for more grip. You can use socks if you want to, just bear in mind it is going to be a little bit slippier. So, working towards foot hooping, getting your hoop, you can have a dance hoop or a poly pro, it's up to you. Just the lighter the hoop, the better it is. And a little bit easier and protecting your feet as well. So for this one, working towards foot hooping, I'll show you what it is first. So we're going to be hooping on our foot. So, showing you what it is. So this is foot hooping. See, the hoop is spinning on the middle of my foot. And I'm doing little pulses to keep it on there. So this is foot hooping. So, working towards this, you can either start on your hand or your feet. But I'll show you from the beginning just to get used to the movement. The movement with foot hooping, there's two ways to do it. We've either got little pulses forwards and backwards. So when the hoop touches the back of my foot, I'm going to pulse my foot forward. When the hoop touches the top of my foot, I'm going to pulse it backwards. So I'm doing little tiny pulses, a little bit like when we do hand hooping, and we're doing the little pulses on the hand, the same thing with the feet. Or, if you prefer, you can do little waves with your feet. If you've ever seen the Queen's wave, and she does this is how I like to remember it. You can do little circles with the ankle, and so doing little waves with the foot, it's up to you. So, getting your hoop. What we're going to do is we're going to lie on our back. Feet are going to be up in the air. You're going to choose which foot you're going to spin with. Obviously practice both sides. So my dominant is my right leg, so I'll show you with this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place my foot on the back of the hoop. So it's on the inside and my hand is going to support the other end of the hoop, pushing up to the ceiling so it's flat. From here I'm going to take my other foot. What I'm going to do is, keeping the hoop in line, I'm going to use this foot and I'm going to scissor this foot in so it'll send the hoop round. So remember with this one, obviously, the hoop is above your head, so make sure you guard your face while practicing this one. I've had many hoops to the face before, so make sure you have your guard ready. So, coming into your position, from here, hand's going to be in line with the hoop, keeping that hoop flat. I'm going to take this back foot and I'm going to scissor it in towards me. I'm going to send it spinning. From here, I'm doing little pulses with my foot. So as the hoop goes round to the back, I'm doing little pulses backwards. When it comes round to the front, doing little pulses forwards. I'm keeping in time with my hoop, because if I don't, the hoop's going to come down. Yeah? So again, foot on the inside, hand at the top, keeping it so it's level. Back foot is going to come behind the hoop and you're going to scissor that leg and we're going to send it round. So from here, if my left foot is behind, it's going to be spinning towards the right. So from here, choosing that foot, I'm going to really squeeze it in towards me and I'm going to keep the hoop supported at the top. So from here, scissoring that foot in, tiny little pulses. Again, if you want, you can do Queen's wave foot, it's up to you. So this is our foot hooping. Also make sure you practice on both sides. You'll figure out which side is your good and your bad side. So with this I'm doing teeny tiny little pulses forwards and backwards, or I can do the little Queen's wave, rotating that foot, movement in the ankle, keeping in time with the hoop. Make sure you have your guard ready as well if you're practicing. When you get more confident, you can take your hands away. So that's the way of keeping it going, from laying on your back with your feet and scissoring it around. There's another way of getting into it as well. We can do it from the hand. So if you're comfortable with spinning it above the head, we can also do it that way. So grabbing your hoop, coming to seated, using your hand, like when we do a lasso above the head to stand in, it's exactly the same but on the floor. Make sure you've got enough room around you. Using your hand, you're going to bring the hoop in front of you and you're going to lasso it around. It's going to go over the thumb and you're pointing your fingers to the ceiling. So we're in our overhead spin. From here, to get this onto my foot, I'm going to come down onto my forearm. So we're here. Whichever leg, I'm going to choose my right leg again. looking to the gap, and I'm spinning towards my right hand side. From here, I'm going to look for the gap. When the gap opens up, I'm going to stick my foot in there, and I'm going to do little teeny tiny circles. And exactly the same as before, either pulsing forwards and backwards or doing the little Queen's wave. Again, from here, you can roll onto your back, bringing your feet up. And coming out of it, if you want to bring it back onto your hand again, what we're going to do is, from here, rolling onto our side again, forearm down, little pulses. From here, you're going to bend this knee, and you're going to bring it down, but still keeping the hoop going. And from here, looking for the gap and bringing your hand in. And then you're back onto your hand. Also, if you're getting comfortable with your foot hooping, we can practice switching from foot to foot, so we're practicing them both sides. So again, I'm going to bring it onto my foot, I'm going to do it from the hand again, coming onto my forearm, looking for the gap. Again, the gap's opening up on my left, so gap, 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 sticking that foot in, tiny little pulses, so making sure we're keeping in time with the hoop. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to roll onto my back. So from here, I'm spinning towards my right hand side, and I want to change onto my left leg. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to pick my left leg up. The gap is on my left hand side. See where the gap opens up, and there's all that hoop space to get your other foot in there. Like when hand hooping and you slide your other hand in, it's exactly the same. So I'm doing teeny tiny pulses. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to look for the gap, 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 slide that foot in, and we're going to save again little pulses with that foot. It will take time to get used to this one, but all the practice. Took me a while to get this, but it's one of my favourite moves and I love it. And again, to bring it back onto my original side, this time the gap is on my right hand side. So looking for the gap, gap, gap. The space is going to open up and I'm going to stick my foot in there. Also, another thing, if you're struggling to keep it on your foot and you find that it keeps sliding down, pulse a little bit faster and keep in time with the hoop. Also, if you want to do a switch, but you found that the hoop is falling down, you can pick that hoop back up with the other foot and bring it onto the opposite side. So I can try and show you, if my hoop's coming down, I can put my foot in and catch it on that side. Woo! You can catch it on that side, yeah? So like I say, hoop can fly off, but it'll happen. Just remember to guard your face. So yeah. So that's our intro to foot hooping. Hope you like it. Let me know how you get on. Make sure it's practice with this one. So don't get disheartened if you can't get it straight away. It will happen. Practice, practice, practice. Make sure you have enough room. Make sure you avoid knocking your stuff over like I've just done. But yeah, let me know how you get on.